tell my boys, when y'all get 18, y'all gotta go. Girls can stay as long as they want.
Now that's one of the parts that really got to me. Shaq, I disagree with you there.
Metro Boomin want some more, nigga.
Welcome back to 4th Flow ENT-TV. Special guest C. Jones the Goof in here with me.
What up?
What's good, YouTube? Before we dive into this video, take a few seconds, scroll down, press that thumbs up like button. Feel free to leave a comment on this video, share it with family, friends, and others. And most importantly, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, go ahead, hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on any upcoming content. And while you're at it, take a look back at some of my past content. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment on my old videos as well. As you can probably tell from the title of this video, I will be reacting to some comments that former NBA star Shaquille O'Neal made on the Pivot podcast. It's one of the podcasts that I watch along with a number of others. But he made some comments while he was on the show on a specific episode. Some that I agreed with, some that I disagreed with. And I decided that I would do a video reacting to those statements. This will be my first reaction video where I'm going to incorporate the little box in the video as I watch it. So just trying to grow the channel, just trying new things and adding new things to the channel. Before I dive into the video, a brief update on me. Things have kind of been on the up and up for the most part. As I mentioned in one of my recent videos, it was a tough summer. It was a spiritually challenging summer. But I think as of lately, God has had me in a season of growth mentally, emotionally, and a season of blessings and abundance. I've had a certain level of peace about me. When traumatic things might arise, I've been trying to focus on my first response being a calm spiritual response as opposed to a more so humanistic response. So just been on a journey of growth. For my fans that are waiting for the music is coming. I've just been focused and locked in and very, very busy. I've been teaching probably about, well, I'm going on my 4th week. This will be my 4th week. I am currently a 5th grade teacher. So I didn't see it coming, but the Lord placed that blessing and that opportunity in my lap, and I've been really enjoying it. I love my job, I love my students, and I've been having some great experiences with teaching in the classroom setting. I'm pretty much busy through the week. You know, I'm up rolling in the morning, I'm getting to work early. As soon as I get out of work, I'm ripping and running with my son Amir and with Junior, trying to get them ready for the upcoming football season. Y'all be on the lookout for their highlight tapes and their performances with the Richland Rangers, and Junior with the Richland Rangers and the Next Level Ducks. Shout out to the Next Level Ducks, shout out to the Richland Rangers. So busy with them in the afternoons. Once I'm done, kind of wrapped up with them, I'm jumping straight on schoolwork. I'm in my last semester, Lord's will, of school, expected to graduate with my 5th degree, my third master's this December 2022 in sports and human performance. I've been enjoying my courses that I'm in, sports marketing, as well as a effective instruction in teaching elementary school course that has been helping me a lot in my new relationship with teaching in the classroom. When I'm not working on all of those things, I'm using my time to kind of rest and recuperate mentally. I have my weekends off, so my weekends is kind of my time to get caught up on things that I maybe wasn't able to get around to throughout the work week, as well as that's my opportunity in days and times to try to get in some quality time with my daughter who lives in Hattiesburg. So things have been really, really looking good. My younger brother, one of my younger brother, Cassius, has COVID, so shout out to Cassius. We're praying that you get well soon. Anything you need, you know, of course, let me know. So things have been pretty much good, but that's enough about me. I'm finna dive into this video. So this is the snippets that I grabbed from Shaquille O'Neal's episode on the Pivot podcast. See what it's talking about.
I like my girls a little bit better.
Why?
Because as a man, you have to protect, provide, and love for your woman.
Do you trust them more?
Right there. I agree somewhat. I do feel as though you should innately love all of your kids the same. Let's go back. because I really want to dive into this.
Better.
Why?
Because as a man, you have to protect, provide, and love for your woman.
I agree. As a man, you have to protect and love and provide for your woman. As a father, you have to protect and love and provide for your kids. And under the umbrella of kids includes daughters and sons. I don't think that it's one more so than the other that needs love and protection and support. I feel as though daughters and sons both equally need those variables consistently within their life. I think I understand what he was trying to say, as opposed to maybe young girls' emotions are a little bit more unstable than a young boy's. Maybe he was saying that from a male perspective or based on his experiences with women or things of that nature, but that's kind of my perception on that first initial statement right there.
Do you trust them more than you trust
Yes, I
yourself?
do. I do. I trust them more because they're more sensitive, they're more caring, and they're thinkers. You know how boys are.
I agree. Naturally, women are more sensitive and caring and nurturing than the male gender. However, I can't say that me personally that I trust my son over my daughter. I trust my daughter over my son. I trust both of them equally. And that is based off our relationship, and that is based off our experiences. That is based on our connection. I don't trust one more than the other. It might be certain areas to where I can predict my son might do this and my daughter might do this in the same scenario, or vice versa, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I trust one more than the other. That's more so saying that in different situations I expect different things based on not only the difference in gender, but the difference in experiences, the difference in age, the difference in mindset, the difference in a number of other variables. So
Boys, you bring a something in right in front of them, they go, you know what I mean? They go, but
not necessarily. Young boys are driven by testosterone and hormones and puberty and things of that nature, but as a father and as a mother and as a parent, if you raise them right, whether it's a daughter or a son, they'll know how to handle those situations. They'll be better equipped when facing those type of situations. My personal opinion.
so, and like I tell my boys, when y'all get 18, y'all gotta go. Girls can stay as long as they want.
Now that's one of the parts that really got to me. Shaq, I disagree with you there. Like I said, I have a son, he's 13, soon to be 14. I have a daughter, she's 4, soon to be 5. I would never tell them, okay, Amir, at 18, you got to be out the house. Zai, you can stay as long as you want. I would tell both of my kids, as long as you graduate high school, as long as you have a goal and a dream and a plan, and as long as you are actively engaging in that plan and pursuing those goals, you're welcome to stay with me as long as you may need. I know how to recognize laziness. I know how to recognize poor effort. I know how to recognize complacency, and I would never allow that in my kids. But as long as I see that they're working and they're trying, I would allow them to stay with me, and I would support them financially for as long as need be until they get to where they're trying to get, because I've been a young kid fresh out of high school who was lost and didn't have the right guidance and didn't really know where I was headed. So I know how tough those transitional years can be out of high school, and once you in that 18-year-old age range. So I would never tell them that. So I disagree with you, Shaq, on that part. You could let your daughter stay with you, or your daughter stay with you and live with you, and they could grow to be less successful and more unproductive than a son that you put out the house at 18. So I don't know if that's more so gender roles. I don't know what was his mindset and perspective during that statement, but I totally disagree with that statement by Shaq.
And I said the same exact thing.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
are you serious when you say that?
Yes, I do.
Are you serious?
I'm lazy. Y'all can stay as long as y'all want. Take your time. Go to college. Get your master's. Get your doctorate. I'll pay for it.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up this one last clip that I want to react to. And y'all forgive me if y'all hear a little bit of background noise. Like I say, my mom's in the other room on a phone call, and then her neighbors are outside, kind of. I can hear them. So if y'all hear them in the video, I do apologize. I'm going to go ahead and try to go ahead and get finished.
Sometimes said, don't mess with somebody that everybody want. Daddy, why? Said, because he got too many options.
In this part of the podcast right here, he's talking about what he tells his daughter, and he tells his daughter, don't mess with or seek anyone that has a lot of options. I agree with him about 80% of this statement, disagree 20%. The percentage that I disagree is because if my daughter is Rihanna or Michelle Obama or one of these highly popularized and successful females, then she has a lot of options in the pool of men. While she's in that position, she may want somebody that understands that position, if that makes sense. If my daughter was Rihanna, it may be difficult for a white-collar, blue-collar, average working man to understand her experiences and the stressors that come with her lifestyle or with her publicity or with her platform or with her brand. So, in a sense, a daughter, a woman with a lot of options, may tend to relate more to a man with a lot of success and a lot of options. But the 80% of that statement that I agree with Shaquille O'Neal is because having a daughter, I wouldn't want her pursuing a man with a lot of options if she wasn't in that same type of competitive realm. Because me being a man, if a man has a lot of options, he can be the most self-disciplined man walking the earth. But if he has a lot of options, that's frequent attack, that's consistent attack, that's a consistent attack on his integrity, on his self-discipline, on his responsibility, on his maturity, on his commitment. And not saying that there aren't good men who can abide by those guidelines to their death, because it's plenty of them. I know for a fact that I'm one because I've done it before. But it's a constant challenge, and I wouldn't want my daughter to have to constantly address that challenge from the time she falls in love with a man to the time they pass away in transition. That's a tough stressor to be prolonged when you can find you a man that's still attractive to you, still in accordance with what you're looking for and your taste, but more so reserved, more so not out there like that in the sense to where everybody is pursuing him or he's entertaining all of those pursuits. Because I feel as though it gives my daughter, it gives a woman less things to have to worry about and stress about. Even if a woman trusts her significant other 100%, even if a man trusts his significant other 100%, when you know that your significant other is constantly being pursued and tempted every single day, it can become a stressor, unwanted stressor. So that is why I agree with that statement by Shaquille O'Neal, pretty much by 80%.
There are too many options. That depends on how he was raised. You know, he may take advantage of those options.
Correct. Just basically saying what I was just saying. Depending on that type of man, he might succumb to those temptations at some point, or based on how he was raised, he might never entertain those type of temptations and challenges. But those type of men are very rare in 2022. In my opinion, they're very rare. So I agree with them.
You know, we're trying to tell you, say you should get somebody that you like, somebody that you respect, and somebody that you can control.
Disagree with that. He said he'd tell his daughter she should get somebody that she respects and that she can control. I feel as though that was a contradiction. If you respect the person, you have no desire to control them. You have no desire to have an authoritative role over that person if you truly respect them. Whether it's a man controlling a woman or a woman controlling a man, I don't think a person wants to feel as though they control a person. Subconsciously, they can lead a person to viewing them as inferior, or viewing them as weak, or viewing them as easily manipulative. So I wouldn't tell my daughter or my son to get someone that you feel you can control. I would tell them to get someone that you feel aligns with who you are and what you want out of life. And I think when that connection and understanding is established, control is never really a thought. Because if I have a mutual level of respect with someone, why do I need to consider controlling them? Why do I need to have thoughts or desires about controlling them, or controlling their decisions, or controlling their lives? Intervene when that person is running into a brick wall or about to hurt themselves. But as far as controlling them, I don't think that's an element of a healthy and prosperous relationship. But like I say, all of these are just my opinions and my rebuttals to Shaquille O'Neal's statements. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section.
And that's what you should be looking for. Like, if you trying to mess it.
And that was it, y'all. So just a brief little video, opportunity for me to share some insight into my thoughts and opinions and perspectives on the pivot episode where Shaquille O'Neal briefly spoke on some of his teachings to his kids. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, hit that thumbs up like button. Feel free to leave a comment, share this video with family, friends, and others. Be on the lookout for new content, new music, highlights, vlogs, some of everything is coming up. Y'all continue to be patient with me. I've been busy. I'm a grown man working and keeping my head down, staying focused. I hope you all are doing the same. Blessings to everyone watching this video. Blessings to everybody out there. Y'all stay encouraged. Y'all stay motivated. It's your boy C. Jones. The Goof. Until next time, we out.